Welcome back to Almost Above Average. I was going to read a whole little spiel about what's going on today, but Jonathan, tell us about what's going on in DC.
Apparently, it's going to turn into a martial law state, or sorry, area. Trump went on and is going to militarize the police and deploy the National Guard in order to crack down on what he sees as he drives around Washington, D.C. He wants to get rid of, oh, your picture cleared up nicely. He wants to get rid of homeless and fix the medians, and he's going to go meet, yeah, well, what a mess.
Fix the medians. What do you mean?
He said the medians are falling down and then, they're metal. So like they shouldn't fall down. And like, and that
He
he
doesn't
went
know
on.
what he's talking about most things. He is an unintelligent person. That Donald Trump is a very not high IQ person.
Well, when Peter Thiel's got his hand so far up Trump's butt, he can make him talk. That's what's going on,
Or
right?
the puppet.
Teal, whatever. But I think there's several takeaways that people really need to get after and ignore the Alaska versus Russia comment. Let's just not worry about that right now. And for the moment, let's set aside the horribleness of the Epstein stuff and focus on the current Nazi moves that he's making. First and foremost, by deploying troops, aka National Guard, on US soil again in another location, and eventually he'll probably get the Marines out there too. As he starts making more and more aggressive moves towards his policies with 2020, Project 2025, he now has a buffer between him and any protesters. And if you remember in his first presidency, when Black Lives Matters movement got to his doorstep, he was asking, like, can we deploy? Can we shoot them? Can we hurt them? Can we kill them?
Can't we just shoot him in the legs? Was his comment, I believe, right? Can't we just
I,
shoot one of them in the legs? And then his
I
general was the
that was
one
the
that,
follow-up question. The original question is, can we shoot them? Didn't say legs, didn't say just didn't say rubber bullets.
well,
He just
someone
said,
told
"Can we
him no.
shoot them?"
And then he's like, can we just shoot him in
Right.
the legs?
It's murdering US citizens for peaceful or for protesting.
It
Peaceful
sounds
or
right.
not peaceful, doesn't matter. Like they weren't killing people. But anyway, so now he's creating the wall, he's creating a buffer around himself. And while he's doing it under the guise of crime, the only significant crime that really has made the news in that area has been Big Balls, the guy who calls himself Big Balls, the guy that was on the doggy team under Elon, got bitch slapped or punched by a 14-year-old girl supposedly, and it made
Who,
the media,
Elon?
and that was enough for huh?
Elon Musk?
No, one of Elon's doggy kids. One of the kids that he recruited to be part of Doge to
Yeah, I was
go
gonna
do
say for the
government
listeners
cuts.
at home, when Jonathan says doggy, he's referring to the Doge Committee.
I'm not calling it Doge. That's like
You don't want to
anyway.
give it credence.
That's lipstick on a pig in my mind. Anyway, so doggy guy got punched by a 14-year-old girl, probably because he was being an asshole. And then, oh my God, crime's out of control. But no, the real tenant here is he's been talking about putting DC and other areas under martial law for a while. He wants to go to where there's places of power or places that are against him, declare martial law, hurt voting. And all the while, he keeps doing this and it doesn't really amount to much. Now, will they help get rid of homelessness? Yes. Will they cure homelessness? No. Are they going to lock up homeless people? Sure. Welcome to the prison camps, buds.
That's not
That's
good.
less concerning than if he goes and starts declaring the next step, which is, hey, we're coming up on voting in different areas. They're starting to get voting. What's going to happen when they start deploying military to all the Democratic areas and start pushing and making fear mongering the big thing? And with what they're doing with ICE, what they're doing to legal Americans, getting rid of their visas and beating them down, and then there was a big thing recently about Trump asking the Supreme Court to remove the ruling that protected the American citizens from being profiled based on appearance and actually have to, go do your job and figure out if these are actually illegal aliens. But no, they want to target brown people. They've already admitted it. And that ruling was supposed to protect them from targeting brown people. And Trump actually asked the Supreme Court to overrule that ruling so that ICE can begin saying, oh, that guy's brown. That's why we arrested him. And for reference, they've arrested a U.S. Marshal. They've arrested numerous American citizens that were actually born in America. And like, it's wild.
I was trying to find a clip that I'd made earlier today. I watched a little bit of the last week with John Oliver, and he was going. He did a piece on the what do you call it? On the deportations, and I took some clips from that, and I made a piece on it as well. But there was something crazy in the numbers. Like Homan is projecting these numbers out to the American people, and he is way off. He's not even reporting the numbers correctly from ICE. He's just making shit up. That's what it looks like.
We're in the party of lies. Like what they say almost guarantees a lie every time they say it. Like, oh, crime's out of control. Well, crime's down 4.5% from last year and has been a steady trend down. It's not up. It's not like you could drive around DC and you're getting shot at. Come on, guys. This is ridiculous. Crime's actually better. But to
Whoa, shit.
take control of the local police and to deploy troops on American soil in a city where crime is going down is Gestapo tactics to try to squash any potential rebellion in the place that he lives. That's what that's all about.
It's
And
fucking
he's
scary.
already deploying it to California, and he's talked about deploying it to other places under different guise. And it's all about voter intimidation. It's all about voter trying to fix it so that that's why they're gerrymandering so many places. That's why every state is going into full on gerrymandering, is because Republicans have lost control. And this is another tactic for him to go full alt right into Nazi empire in order to prevent the vote. And that's what this is all about. They're going to get wiped if he doesn't do anything. Blue's going to take over both and he's going to jail. That's what's going to happen unless they intercede and prevent Democrats and non affiliates and even some Republicans that are turning on Republicans from voting. And that's what's going on. And now that they're delaying votes in different areas and the people are
Did you
getting
see that
mad,
Florida is also trying to redistrict at the same time right now, like Texas is? Hey
I
guys, please hit
honest
subscribe.
I honestly think there's a very real chance every state will redistrict and will
Every Republican state.
gerrymander
Or
to match whoever's in charge. I mean, Republicans in North Carolina are already trying to cancel votes. They're already trying to kick people off of rolls. They're already doing everything they could possibly do. They just took control of the voting board. And I'm telling you, I suspect a lot of Democratic votes will get thrown away in North Carolina before 2026 and after the 2026 vote. Like it's just the way it is. And
do you
we
think we're
no
gonna lose the
longer
House? Do you
have
think the Republicans will get their redistricting implemented and they will redraw the maps and secure their victory in 2026 for the House?
I don't I think half that will probably happen. I think they will redistrict, but when they really look into it, when they really look at the gerrymandering that can be done on both sides of the equation, the chart that I saw said that if the blue states redistrict, if the purple states redistrict, and the red states redistrict, at the end, Democrats still take the Senate and the House.
I can't imagine that. I bet the MAGA is losing a lot of support, and that is gonna go to a Democrat or maybe
And
an independent.
there's a lot of misunderstandings when it comes to how this goes. If you look at the breakdowns of Republicans versus Democrats versus non-voting, more people didn't vote than either party did vote. And more Republicans got out and voted than Democrats because lazy. And I'm sorry, if you're a Democrat and you can get out and vote, that's your fucking fault. Um,
Well, you didn't care to begin with, so you can't care now.
well, I mean, go back to Hillary. Just saying. Hillary could have won if Democrats had gotten off their ass and actually gone and done it. And we wouldn't be dealing with the shit we're dealing with now. I don't, I mean, I care that her husband went to Epstein Island, maybe based on what I know. On the other hand, Nazis are in the office. I mean, Heshpath just said, what was it today on camera, that women shouldn't have the right to vote. You women out there
Hegseth
that are
said that?
voting for you women out there that are voting for this shit are literally signing your own freedoms away with every vote you cast for a Republican. I'm just saying we're heading towards the Handmaid's Tale and Guy or Gilead faster than I could have imagined possible. And I don't know that a vote will honestly matter in 2026 with the way things are going. I plan on going out and trying, but
Well, I
I don't
hope
know.
that the fear in this country right now is real, and here's how I know that. A few weeks ago, I shared a story that I was talking to someone back home on the other side of the country in Nevada, an older lady that I know, who was telling me about her experience in my hometown, Carson City, that she's brown and she's not Latino or Latina, but she was afraid to go outside or afraid to go in public, that kind of stuff. Her friends, her white friends, were like cautioning her, like, don't go to the store unless you have to. Send somebody else to the store. So that's one story that I have that it's affected me personally. Another one. Yesterday we just finished a roof. The guy, the boss who put my roof on is picking up the trailer. It's just him and I there, and I haven't talked to him since all of this kind of started. This is all recent. The Trump just got into the office in January, so everything, all
Almost
these
seven
changes are
months.
fairly fairly new. So he's picking up the trailer. I was like, "Hey, dude, let me ask you something." He's like, "What's up?" And I said, I've seen a couple videos of, roofing crews being on roofs and then ice shows up and, the roofers are on the roof, like refusing to get down. And it's a sad scenario. And I think the video that I saw, one was in Virginia and then one was in like South Carolina. So I was asking him, I'm concerned genuinely as an American. And also it affects my family and my income. So I want to know for all those reasons. And what he told me was, he's like, nothing has happened to the guys that are doing the stuff for us, but the fear that these guys have is real, just to go outside or to go to the store. And the way he was describing it to me, it just kind of broke my heart. It's like, they're carrying this weight and this anxiety. They're just hardworking, I would call them Americans. I know a lot of white other Republican MAGA Americans wouldn't call them Americans, but they're helping out our economy for sure. I know they are. And it was just a sad story. So is that fear in America, like, that has to exist. That happened in Nevada and here. So that's across the country. Is that fear going to be enough to motivate Democrats that didn't vote last time? And maybe some of these upset MAGA voters that are in the middle that are kind of like, this isn't what I voted for. Like, he said he was going to stop the wars. He said he was going to lower grocery prices. He said, all the things that he
Lower
said that he
grocery
did complete
prices, lowest
opposite.
gas. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Epstein list. Like if you look at everything he's promised to do, deporting, what was it? I saw 70% of people deported or
Only 7%
70%.
are criminal. Like, that's the clip I was
Yeah.
trying to find so I'll still try to find it
Yeah.
while we're
He's
doing this.
not deporting the criminals. He's just deporting people that are adding to the value of our
Brown.
country.
Brown is the
Now,
is the thing. It's
guilty by
not
Brown.
illegal. It's not gangster, it's not criminal, it's not rapist, it's not cartel, it's brown.
He made a deal with the cartel and now he's talking about invading Mexico.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And I don't think people realize just how out of control we are our country is in right now and spiraling to, oh man, I'm nervous. Like the idea of buying a house out in the country or just go squatting in a house out in the country and saying good luck crossed my mind.
I wanna go to another country. Here, I found the clip. I wanna share it with you guys.
Well, here's the problem: when US collapses, the whole world's going to suffer. And people don't realize just how significant that role is going to be.
Right.
We're all interdependent.
There's a whole in the MAGA side or the people who aren't engaged. I think this is the scariest time that we've ever had in America. Every time there's an election, there's a whole slew of people, most people like, this is the most important election of our times. We are literally getting to the point where if we don't get him out of office, he's going to stay there. Then it's going to be his son. And then it's going to be like, we're literally going to have a king of America.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was getting frustrated about. People like, oh, he said he's not going to run. He also said he wasn't going to get rid of abortion rights, and then he did. He also said he wasn't going to do other stuff that he has done. And he
Hmm.
had within the last week, a Trump 2028 hat in the White House showing it to visiting dignitaries.
That's not the
Come
kind
on,
of
people.
behavior you want from a leader of your McDonald's, from a leader. Anyway, check out this clip.
Lying. It's
Only
called
about
lying.
lie
Okay,
convicted
so
criminals and over
60% are
60
innocent.
40%. Only 40%, guys. Traffic violations. Those are the kinds of things that are getting people deported right now. That constitutes criminal record right now. A
That's guilty by
traffic
Brown.
violation or Brown.
We elected one president. Yeah, I want to tell you, man, it's wild. And I can't understand how so many MAGA, like they said, he still has a 37 or 40% approval rating. Like,
Where are they? What are you
what
guys
the
watching? Where
fuck
are
are
you
y'all
listening?
thinking? You're
Right.
not watching your bills go up, your insurance go away, businesses going out. Like, come on. Like, people being harassed and assaulted.
I just had a
Trump
thought.
literally just said that the police in DC can do whatever they want to you.
Mhm.
He's approved it. They can go out there and beat you for being black or brown, and they don't give a shit.
That
You
30%
guys
is gonna
okay with
become the
that?
new recruits for ICE. And they're
Yeah.
have you guys heard about the ICE recruitment tactics? They're offering, like, fat bonuses to get, like, low educated people in.
My God. I saw that part about Dean Cain joining, the guy who played Superman. I'm like,
Yeah.
did you learn nothing playing that damn role? Like, he played an illegal immigrant
Right.
and blew up
From
a bunch of
space.
like, what are you doing?
Yeah. You're not the guy. No, but it is ridiculous what is going on in this nation right now. And we're just trying to make sense of it all,
And it's
you know?
gonna and I don't know. Short of the miracle of him having a heart attack, I don't know what we're gonna do. DC mayor and police were not aware of plans for federal control. He didn't talk to anybody. He just walked up there and said, I'm doing it, and then told his people to go make it happen.
Let's
He is
talk about
making
his little
unilateral
trip.
decisions. He's not including anybody. He doesn't know what's going on. Kash Patel told him that what he said was wrong, and he said, "Shut up." Come on.
Where's Kash Patel and Bondi and Dan Bongino? They have been quiet. They haven't been on Fox News at all. They're not doing any interviews. I don't follow them on social, but I haven't heard a peep.
Unbelievable.
Do you think JD Vance had that Epstein meeting inside the White House
Did
the
you
other night?
watch the JD Vance? Oh, he did have it. It was reported. He had it in the White House. They
I know it was
discussed how
reported,
the
but it wasn't confirmed that that was the topic. I heard him lie about it,
they
in
can't
public.
they can't confirm it. It was the three. It was probably the four of them meeting in a room. Who's going to confirm it out of that
I
group?
guess if there's 4 of them, but if they any of them have their entourage in there, that's getting leaked.
They did it when they were going to. They just moved the location. In
I
my
wonder who
mind,
leaked it this time. Who leaked it this
one of
last
the
time?
aides in the White House, maybe. I
Well,
don't know. But it's going to get worse.
yeah,
And I'm going to say again, like the tariffs are going up, the deals are looking horrific, and the national debt is exploding. What was it? The debt's almost up $1 trillion since the big beautiful bill passed. 700, what was it? $787 billion. The national debt has gone up since the big beautiful bill passed. You think we're going to be okay? You think he's balancing this budget? Are you insane? Tariffs are killing America.
yep. Well, we'll try to keep making sense of it. So please hit subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comments about how do you feel about the ICE deportations going on out there. I want to hear from the MAGA people. I'm sure
Well, I
it's going
tell
to
you
be,
what,
yeah, I love it. Yeah, get those illegals out of here. But I still want to hear your opinion. I still feel you have value as an American, and I'd like to understand you a little better. So
and
please leave it in the comments.
are you gonna stand by this idiot when he deploys the National Guard to your home
All right. Do you have a little bit of brown skin on you? Be
or a
careful.
friend, family,
All right.
cousin?
All
What
right. Well,
happens when you look wrong at a cop and they beat the hell out of you?
yeah, that'll be fun too. Well, stay engaged. Keep an eye on all the politicians. Everyone that's giving us information, keep an eye on it and try to vote them out. Or don't try. We all need to get to the vote box was it next year? And vote them
Regardless of
out.
whatever they do, you need to go vote. That's just the end of the line. This is it. If we get to vote, we need to go vote
All right. Any closing comments, Jonathan?
for the people, by the people. Go put the fear of the people in these belligerent elected officials.
They can't stop all of us, especially when we're standing together, but we have to stand together,
Eat
even
the
with the MAGA
rich.
people.
Go study the French Revolution and go study the Nazis' takeover of Germany during World War One and World War Two, and watch it play out.
All right. Until next time, I am Chris McIntyre, and that is Mr. Jonathan Travis. And this is Almost Above Average. Please hit subscribe and let us know what you think in the comments. And we'll see you maybe later, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Bye.